There are 4 attributes of sound, and each one can be described in 2 different ways, subjectively and objectively.
That is to say, subjective is the way we perceive these attributes, while objective is the way these attributes are specifically measured.
Pitch is how we perceive one sound being higher or lower than another. So for example, the pitch A4 on a piano is higher than C4.
Whereas pitch is subjective, frequency is an objective attribute of sound that can be measured. We measure frequency in oscillations per second. For example, A440 means that it vibrates at 440 times per second. How many times it vibrates per second is also referred to as hertz.
Loudness is a familiar concept. Simply when one sound is louder than another.
When we talk about amplitude, we're talking about size of displacement or the change in pressure. So even though 2 sounds might have the same frequency, this sound will be larger in amplitude than this sound.
We perceive the length of a sound as simply one sound being longer than another. So for example, I might play a sound for a long time. Or for a short time.
Whereas length is a bit more ambiguous, as in short sound or long sound. Duration is the exact time measurement of a sound.
Timbre is the reason we can tell the difference between 2 sounds, even when the other 3 attributes remain the same. For example, we can tell the difference between 2 sounds when they are the same note played on 2 different instruments. For example,
the sounds we hear are not just one frequency, but many frequencies. If we liken this to colors, the color purple is like red and blue all put together. Great.
So hopefully our short video here has given you a better understanding of the 4 attributes of sound and how we perceive them, both in terms of the subjective attributes of sound as well as the objective attributes of sound.